this seminars about the relevance of Protestant, I have an expectation. Like I'm from Papua, I'm Calvinist church. So I just come to this point because of I'm prepared to be a pastor, and sometimes like law in our church, it's make us like the law. It's like it's in my opinion, it's like a rope that tied people in. So, for example, when I do my practicum, one of the congregation asked me like, she is unmarried woman, and then in our regulation, unmarried women cannot preach. So that's why I got confused. Like, okay, this is the rule of my church, and as a student become to a pastor, I have to stand on that law. But in Jesus' teaching, like everyone could preach, and so what the answer that I give to her, like, okay, preaching is not just standing in front of people and read the Bible and give your interpretation to them, but actually your life is a preaching. So, I mean, I don't know, did I give the right answer, but it just came into my mind. So, yeah, that's why I came to that point. I mean, in your presentation, you mentioned some point like as a Reformed church, and also in your conclusion, like, I wrote I think that's the key word for me to understand the law. It's like a flexibility, like we have to be flexible, like, and also in going to obedience of the God. So yeah, that's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Pada intinya dia saudara teman kita menanyakan tentang apa sih esensi daripada ada hukum, kemudian memberikan contoh ketika dia praktek di gereja ada hukum yang belum kawin itu tidak bisa berkhotbah. Jadi dia tanya, lantas bagaimana kalau hukum fleksibilitas ini tidak ada dalam esensi daripada hukum itu apa sih? Seperti itu.
Well, first of all, I would never say that you have to obey all rules in the Tata Gareja. And I would certainly not say that all rules in any Tata Gareja are just. Some rules are very unjust. That's exactly why why I give so much emphasis on the flexibility of church law. Church law can be changed, but it has to be changed in the process of theological thinking as well as analysis of the situation. Context. I cannot, from my perspective, I cannot speak about the situation in Papua. But I can understand that it is a real challenge for the church in Papua, as well as in any other of the other churches and islands of Indonesia. It's a real challenge to be given, first of all, centuries ago, a church order from the West, and then to be forced to contextualize it in the process of change in your own situation. This is exactly what it's all about, and what is the challenge for the churches here in Indonesia. So I cannot give an advice in terms of what exactly should be the rule in Papua, but I can imagine indeed that, let's say, also from the perspective of a globalizing world in which human rights are more and more important, in which gender issues are more and more important, that from that perspective, sooner or later, also the Church of Papua will have to change its position with regard to married or unmarried pastors, male, female, etc. That's the only thing I can say about it.
Ya, beliau menjawab bahwa memang tidak semua hukum gereja dan tata gereja itu adil, ada juga yang tidak adil. Jadi memang harus melihat situasi dan konteks yang ada berkaitan dengan yang belum menikah itu tidak bisa berkhotbah. Beliau refer kepada isu-isu tentang kesetaraan gender dan sebagainya, itu perlu diperhatikan. Isu-isu tentang human right, hak asasi manusia itu menjadi pertimbangan dalam setiap konteks gereja yang ada.
Yeah. And you should never accept the argument, it's in the church order, so that's how it is. Always ask behind that, what's behind it, and how is the context, etc.
Ya, kita harus selalu bertanya apa yang ada di belakang hukum itu. Selalu kemudian bertanya terus behind what happened. apa yang terjadi di belakang. Nah, oke, penanya berikutnya, Ella, silakan.
Hello, Prof. Nice to see you again. Thank you for your lecture in today, and I have a question for you. What your opinion about Servetus scandal in the formative Reformation era, especially relation with Calvin theology to turn legalistic and intolerant? Thank you.
Did not get the first part of it. How did you start your question, the first words? What is your opinion? Please repeat the first one.
What your opinion about Servetus scandal?
Servetus?
Yes, Servetus. Calvin and Servetus.
Oh, Servetus.
Yeah, Servetus scandal.
Oh, right. Now I understand.
Servetus.
Okay. Everybody knows what it's all about, servet?
Yes.
Okay, not all of them. Not all of them. Well, what I know, I have to take from it. Servet was a Calvinist in a way, was a Christian theologian, but he took the Unitarian point of view, isn't it? That was the case. For that reason, he could not be maintained according to the authorities in Geneva, worldly and civil society at the same time. He could not be maintained within the situation in Geneva, and he was finally killed. He was it was burned down, so to say. It was burned. It was burned. What is my view of that? Well, you don't expect me to say hallelujah. I mean, there are a lot of Unitarian Christians nowadays, and I really would not plead in favor of burning them all. I know that Calvin himself, and I seem to know, I think I read somewhere, Calvin himself was not very happy with what happened. But it was the church, the local council, basically, the Council of Geneva, the civil council, that took the decision, as far as I know. But I'm not a church historian, so if I'm wrong, please correct me. Anyhow, I think this is indeed a scandal. If the Reformation stands for freedom of conscience, which is important in the Reformation, with Luther as well as Calvin, then they should have found at least another solution for the problem. Albeit that in that time they might have banned Servet, sent him somewhere else or whatever, I don't know. But this was a scandal indeed. I mean, there's no misunderstanding about that.
Ya, pada intinya bahwa Calvin pun tidak happy dengan kejadian itu. Apa namanya, ultimatum apa, saya tidak terlalu paham ini, tapi mereka merespon juga pada waktu itu. Mungkin Ella sudah korek message. Waktu kita, Bapak Ibu Saudara, sesuai dengan jadwal tinggal 6 menit lagi, tetapi buka satu termin lagi supaya bisa bertanya. Oke, silakan, ada yang mau bertanya lagi? Satu.
Thank you, Professor Kaufman, for the very remarkable lecture. My name is Manuel. I'm graduating from this university, the Faculty of Theology. I'm sorry, at the first, if I miss some of your point on your lectures, and I will respond this way because it's very interesting. You come to the conclusion that good governance is on one way of the, let's say, like church polity option for today's church. And my question is, good governance sounds very worldly, right? It's also like the produce of democracy system that really rely on the democracy itself. So do you think that the good governance really can, let's say, like breach the creative tension between the church of spirits and also the church of law? Is it like more towards to the church of law or very worldly ones? And also, the second one, with the distribution of power, then we realize that in the church also happened the power struggle, because the church assembly also consists of lay people, and with the voluntarism, let's say like aspect, and we can say that the church is very different with enterprises or company which rely on the professionality. So it's very voluntarism and very diverse backgrounds of the church member and church assembly itself. So do you think that it can really carry